The great works appear suddenly. This is a remarkable thing about the dawn of civilizations. Within 200 years, the whole thing is there, and it wasn't there before. There was the material, but not this particular constellating of it. And so I want to talk first about the backgrounds of the Arthurian world. Now, Europe had 4 powerful mythological traditions in full career before the introduction of Christianity. There was the classical Greek, classical Italic or Roman, there was the Celtic material, and there was the Germanic. And they were in full strength. And they represented something that is typical to Europe and of nowhere else, and that is respect for the individual and the individual path, the individual way. The Greeks already recognized their distinction from the world of the ancients and what they call the Orient in precisely this recognition of the individual. And the idea of a member of a society as a citizen instead of as a subject is Greek. It's this idea of the individual and the individual quest that we're going to be talking about today. In the old cultures, the Oriental cultures, everyone is of a certain class, and each class has its own dharma, its own duty system, and the individual wears the mask of his caste, how he dresses and all that. There's very little of that. There has to be that, of course, in every life, but where is the accent? Is the accent on the individual who is playing a role, or is the accent on the role and the individual wiped out? Here we have the 2 traditions in Europe. One, you might say, the heroic one, which is the native one of Europe, going back to the old Germanic, Celtic spirit, and then the applied Christian one, which is brought in from the Near East. And the thinking and value system of the Near East was precisely the opposite, and has been and remains precisely the opposite to that of Europe. There it is one's membership in the community that counts. One is not an individual, one is a member of a society. One is an organ in an organism.